Hey guys, and welcome back to an episode on the Cranky Frankly channel. We're back with another podcast today, and today we're talking about football again. It's been a while since we've talked about football, but after how crazy the last month has been, I think if we didn't talk about football, it would be a sacrilege. Today I'm not joined by Ishant. He's away, he has exams and other stuff. So today I got a new guest. His name's Neel. Neel, you want to introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Neel, and today I'm with Aniket because he thinks I'm a football expert. So that's why I'm here to share my opinions on the league.
No. Neil doesn't big himself up, but he's a great guy. Knows a lot about the league. He knows more than me about the league, so that's why I got him here. Whenever I make a mistake, he's gonna correct me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. By the way, guys, last episode, uh, the response was really good, especially with the likes and all. You guys really helped us out there and did really what we asked. The comments were really supportive as well. We've kind of taken those into account, and we'll be working on those features of the podcast. And interestingly, it was our second last episode, which ended up getting more views than our last episode last week, which is kind of weird. But if you're going to watch, please watch whatever you want, whatever you enjoy the most. And please comment on whatever video you think is the most entertaining. It helps us a lot to understand what kind of content we want to create in the future. So with that, let's get right into the video. All right, so let's get into the topic itself. What a month, huh?
And it's been crazy. I never expected the PL to start how it started, and
Yeah.
it just blown my mind. I've been watching like week one, week two. I did not expect any of it, honestly. Like clubs which I expected to, play like okay against big teams have just literally like just smashed these big teams. They've made such a huge difference in the league that I don't know which way the league is gonna go now. Because
Exactly. I
you have
mean, it's mad.
because you
Like,
have like clubs like okay, Everton. Listen, in all honestly, nobody expected Everton to come up the way they did. I understood, like, okay, if you look at the squad isn't that great. They have okay, Calvert Lewin up. They have Carlo Ancelotti as their manager. The the minute they bought James Rodriguez into the squad, I was like, okay, see, James Rodriguez at Real Madrid, he was a good player initially, but due to various reasons, he just his I think his not only his character, but the magic he brought to the field is instantly like he just stopped playing well.
yeah,
And so in my opinion, I think James Rodriguez is a great player, but did I expect him to shine in the Premier League? No. And I had expectations from him, but I did not. He exceeded my expectations, like by a huge amount. Like I didn't expect him to come into the Premier League first 2 weeks, bag a goal, bag an assist. Like he was playing amazing, and the football that Everton were playing was just mind blowing. Like I don't know what to say.
I mean, it just is mind blowing, by the way, because they continue even after like what it's been 4 weeks, 5 weeks. They continue to play smashing football. They are, and let's get this very clear in everybody's heads, the best team in the league as of right now. And it's so mad because when I look back at like the predictions I made, I was certain this was going to be the most boring season ever. It'll be Liverpool, Man City winning, everybody else like 20 points behind, and it was going to be so boring, and there'll be no title fight. But dude, we've we've got a fight here, man, and it's not the players that we expected. I mean, I'm going to
And
ask you, who were your top four before the
so
whole thing started?
obviously, because I'm a City fan, I
Ooh,
predicted City
ooh,
coming first.
good, scared.
Um,
Well,
City coming first. Chelsea coming second.
mhm.
Liverpool coming third, and Leicester coming fourth.
Leicester fourth. Damn, that I mean,
Leicester fourth. Listen, Leicester. If you look at Leicester right now, Leicester's third in the table.
yeah, that's a
Third.
good shout now,
They
man.
Leicester's third. I've been telling people, okay, Jamie Vardy, he might be old, but this guy knows how to score goals.
Dude,
Okay, if you look at the season they won the Premier League, I think it was 2017, right?
16, 17, I think, yeah.
16, 17, yeah. So if you look at that squad, they had obviously people like Riyad Mahrez, Vardy, who were just drink water. All of them
Kante.
together as a squad were just playing so well. But after Riyad left, Drinkwater left, now Chilwell left. So uh, now that Leicester squad isn't that great as compared to what it was. But this man last season, he was what I think he shared the golden boot with Aubameyang, or was he one goal
No,
short?
no, he was by himself. He was by himself last year. He won it alone.
No, Aubameyang won it last year.
No, no, no. Last year, as in last season, right? No, I think Vardy
Yeah.
won it, and Aubameyang was the goal behind, and so was Mohamed Salah.
Okay, my bad. So uh, whatever this man did last season, even with a squad like that, he's been just he's it's not he's old too. He's like I can't say he's not old. This man is in his like 30s. He's 33 years old, but this man is still he's playing. He's one of the finest strikers in the Premier League right now.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, if you had told me these predictions before the season, I would have clowned you because after how Leicester ended last season, I didn't think, I thought this was going to be the season. They fizzled out, dude. Because if you look at post-lockdown Leicester from last year, they were like what? They weren't
Mhm.
even mid-table good. They were losing because they didn't have the squad depth. But seeing how they've
They
started the
they
season,
don't have the squad depth. They don't have the squad depth.
yeah, yeah.
Honestly.
But
Leicester,
they
look,
transformed
even
themselves.
then, Leicester last season still finished fifth. They
Hmm.
still finished fifth. They finished above Tottenham. Can you imagine?
Yeah, it's mad.
And I don't know how Leicester finished above Tottenham, but they did. They did. Okay.
It's because I don't know. They always get
And
lucky
the
with
thing
like
about
predictions,
the
right?
last season was I did not and like last season I did not expect uh, Man United to finish third. I don't know how that happened, but this season, honestly, I think the league is going to go towards, um, I would say, uh, after looking at the current whatever matches have happened, I think this might just be the season for Everton.
See, that was my issue, right? That was my issue because in my predicted, I had Liverpool, Man City, United, and Chelsea, and I had United for good reason because I based a lot of what I based was on kind of current form.
Listen, right now, Manchester isn't blue, Manchester isn't red, okay? These two teams have been playing so bad. Like, okay, look, Pep Guardiola has spent way too much money on the defense. For what? For the likes of Mendy,
Nathan
who does
Ake,
nothing.
who's Nathan
He's,
Ake? A Bournemouth player. He got relegated. Let's get that very clear. He's not that good.
dude, I listen. The minute I've seen rumors of him trying to buy Nicholas Tagliafico, I think, and
Uh-huh.
from Ajax, but we do not need so many defenders. Okay, in all honesty, we have way too much depth in our defense, but they are all bad.
Yeah,
They
that's
are
the thing.
not good.
Nobody's good at that.
They are not good defenders. Like I don't know what to say. Like, so this man has overpaid every time he has bought a defender. Every time.
No, but I think you have to consider something. When a team like Man City or Man United come into a transfer market, they have to overpay because they're that kind of brand. Like, say I'm a little club, I don't know, say I'm Yeovil Town, all right, and I have a player,
Okay.
and say Brentford come to me, and United come to me. I'm gonna purposefully extort more money from United because I know they have the capability to pay, or I'm gonna purposefully extort
Definitely.
more money from
Definitely.
City. So I feel that kind of forces them into overpaying, but that's why they should make good decisions each time. Like if you look at Liverpool,
Exactly. Okay. Let me tell you this. Man City's defense, I'll tell you, we have Eric Garcia, we have
trash,
Ruben Diaz,
trash,
Nathan, sorry, Nathan Ake.
Trash.
Emerick Laporte. Okay, listen to
Good.
me. Laporte, honestly, like when Laporte is not in our defense just can't play. Laporte was like literally like after Laporte came back after his injury, the defense was way much better than what it was beforehand. Okay, we have Benjamin Mendy. Oh my God, this guy. Do not get me started about Benjamin Mendy. He's been probably our worst buy for a defender.
It's
This
really
man, when
weird, man.
if you look at the Monaco squad, if you look at the Monaco
Uh-huh.
squad which won the league,
Yeah.
this man that time was a beast. Okay, he was a complete beast. This guy was doing what not, dude. He was putting his life on the line to get the ball. Here, all he does is just use Twitter the entire
Yeah,
time.
that's
This
fact.
man does not care.
It's kind of weird, dude, because 2 years ago, what was it, the 18-19 season, City last one, right? The whole
Yeah.
league was convinced that we're gonna have like 10 years of City dominance. Because the way City made that team when Guardiola came in, they gave him that one buffer season where he was just kind of buying players and not really going for the title. And then the next season, he just became this robot of kinds. So everybody thought it was gonna be 10 years of City dominance, pack
Listen,
up your bags, Premier League gone. But dude, it's gone the completely different way to what we
it's
expected.
gone. Listen, okay. Last year, Champions League, we
Mhm.
had the semi-finals against Lyon.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I swear to God, Pep Guardiola, he choked. He choked. Can you imagine? I was looking at the starting lineup. Can you
Yeah,
imagine the best midfielder in the world, Kevin De Bruyne, is playing right wing?
yeah, that's
Right wing.
that's mad.
What is this? This man does not. Okay, this man has no pace. I'm sorry. He's not a pacey player, but this man can do magical things with the ball. Why are you playing him right wing? What is he going to? What was the thought process when he was like, okay, I think I'm going to play KDB right wing today. Like, just throw this game completely.
Yeah, I
In
mean,
okay,
he's got a,
and then he had to move KDB back to his, the cam position.
it's a whole thing, though. You really have to think about it. Like, I was so convinced that Guardiola was this tactical god, you know, and nothing was gonna kind of come in his way, even if the players weren't motivated, and if there were politics in the club hierarchy, it won't affect because he was just that clever. But the last 2 years, we've really seen him falter. And I don't know, does the question of Guardiola out ever come into a City fan's mind?
Um, Look, I'll tell you this much. If Guardiola, Guardiola is a genius, no doubt in my mind. When we do not have high stake games, when we have just, like a regular Premier League game,
Mhm.
this man knows what to do. But for some reason, when, there's a game which is like really important, like for example, okay, I have a game against Liverpool. I have a game against United, or I have a like a round of 16 match in the UCL, whatever. This man overthinks the situation every time. He thinks, okay, you know what, like these people will do this, and so I have to do this. But the other team never changes anything. They stick to what they were playing. Keep the game simple.
Mhm.
This man, he just overcomplicates the situation. I think, for example, against that game, the Lyon game, if, for example, this man just played, the regular squad for that match, I definitely would have seen us going through to the finals to get smashed by Bayern. That's a different issue. But I definitely think if so, KDB at Cam, Rahim, Riyad, or Bernardo on the wing,
Mhm.
and obviously Aguero was injured at that time, so we had to play Jesus, who's who played pretty well against Real Madrid. So if we played that, the regular formation, not formation, but like the regular squad, I definitely think we would have gone to the finals. But now looking at the situation currently, if the question ever comes in, I have seen rumors that there might be, if he is ever replaced, he will be replaced by Pochettino.
I'll ask you a question. Where do you think City is on the
Okay.
Premier League table right now?
Right now,
Yeah, just have a
it
ponder.
is it's 14th. I know it's 14th. it's it's not
Also, they
looking
have
good
a
for
game in
us.
hand. They have a game in hand. Let's not kid
Yeah,
ourselves here.
that's true. They
I
do have a
watched.
game in hand,
Mhm.
but um, I don't I don't see us this season. I don't see us winning the title anyways. So
I think away from City to one of the prodigies created by Guardiola, and I mean no disrespect. I do think Guardiola is a great manager. I'm just here for the debate, and maybe he does prove us wrong. I mean, it's only been 3 games for City. They have 33 more. They can really turn around the ship if they need. But I want to talk about one of Guardiola's prodigies, one of Guardiola's students, which is Mikel Arteta at my club, Arsenal, who currently,
oh,
as it stands, are fourth in the
fourth.
table, but only on goal difference, behind Aston Villa, who we will talk about 100%, and Leicester City, who we did. Um, I don't want to talk or ramble too much about Arsenal myself because I want to ask you, as an outsider fan, what do you guys think of Arsenal?
Okay, so let me just tell you this. Arsenal as a club, okay, you have to agree with me when I say their defense is horrible,
Yeah, yeah, I
horrible. I haven't I haven't seen. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's the worst defense in the Premier League, but it's bad
close.
as compared to Arsenal's attack. You have the likes of Lacazette, Aubameyang, Nicolas Pepe, who I expected Nicolas Pepe to actually do a lot, but he kind of he hasn't been that great
He's
for.
starting up this season though, and I think uh,
He will. I definitely think he will, but I expected more from Nicolas Pepe, honestly.
mhm.
Um, in for Arsenal, I think they might finish top six, but I don't see them finishing anywhere in the top three.
As a fan, I'll take top six honestly because last season was a rude awakening to how dire the situation was at the club. But since Mikel Arteta's come, Guardiola's prodigy,
Yeah, I've definitely I think Guardiola's missing Arteta.
yeah, he really changed a lot. I mean, you talk about the defense, but this guy's come
Can
in.
you okay?
Yeah, go
Can
on.
you imagine a City squad and the United squad are just like United is two positions away from relegation, and the City squad is four positions away from relegation.
That's
Can
mad.
you have you ever seen something like this?
That's really mad. But I think I think we'll definitely get on to United because that's a really interesting conversation to have. But with City and all, I I'll still refrain until game week 6, game week 7 to really make any solid predictions because we've
Yeah,
seen.
we still have a chance. I'm not ruling out City completely,
Uh-huh.
but we still have a chance to finish
So you remember
top
last
four.
year? Remember last year Norwich in the first four
Yeah,
game weeks they were like in the top half, top six or
they were
something.
playing amazing, and then they just instantly,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
got, as you know, what happened to them. They got relegated.
Yes,
So
I'm gonna kind of keep my mouth closed still on that. But for Arsenal, I think this might be the season where yes, it will be top six at the end. It'll probably be sixth, seeing how competitive things are. But it'll be a good sixth. You get what I mean? Like they will be
yeah,
challenged.
I do. It's better than Arsenal have definitely, even with the transfers they have got, like Gabriel. Like I think he would make take a solid place in the Arsenal squad.
Yeah, and Partey coming
Um,
in as well.
exactly, and that Partey, look, even in the La Liga, Partey has been a great CDM. Honestly, like um, he's I think he's very underrated as a CDM because nobody you don't hear a lot of talk about Partey, but okay, yes, Partey has played an essential role in Atletico Madrid's midfield,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
I,
I think defensively, Partey will kind of convert that Arsenal midfield. Although I still feel like, look, I might not be an Arsenal fan, but I don't know about you, but I think I miss seeing, like, prime Ozil in that squad.
Ozil
Like
16 season or 15 season, whichever one, where he went off. Remember, where he broke the assist
yeah,
record.
I
That was one of the
that
best
look,
seasons to watch.
Ozil, like, honestly, like, as a midfielder, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened, but I just miss seeing him
See,
in the Arsenal squad.
you play football competitively, right? So you understand exactly what's needed to be a clever footballer, and you'll agree with me when I say that Ozil, even now as a 31-year-old, is still one of the cleverest footballers
Definitely,
when it comes to attacking.
definitely. Look, when when you have, like, for example, you look at, I'm just gonna use like an example. Like, you look at City, okay? You look at United. City has KDB. United, sadly to say, United has Bruno Fernandes. Uh,
He complains, right? Scores penalties.
he scores penalties, but look, but okay, I can't, I can't, like, this man has, like, changed the United attack. Bruno Fernandes, you say whatever, okay, penalty, sure, okay. I have to say this guy gets too many penalties.
Yeah, it's
United
really odd.
just get too many calls. I don't know. I don't know. I think teams like, I think it's a great idea to foul them in the box right now. But you know what? Nevertheless, this man, from before, if you look at United's attack before Bruno Fernandes came into the squad, and after Bruno Fernandes came into the squad, their attack just changed instantly. Like, this man was creating chances more than what Mason Greenwood, Martial, Rashford were able to do combined.
Hmm.
So he definitely, like, that that attacking option in the midfield definitely changes the way the squad functions.
And
So this same
yeah,
thing for
go ahead, go
Everton.
ahead.
Same thing for Everton. Like, this guy, James Rodriguez.
And
When
Alan.
Yeah, exactly. So James Rodriguez, the minute he came into the squad just instantly just changed.
Hmm.
He James Rodriguez traditionally plays, in this the attacking midfield position, but I've seen games where he's played right wing for Everton. Nevertheless, he's changed the attack completely. I didn't expect Calvert Lewin to be scoring more 4 goals in a match, 3 goals in a
I'll be
match.
honest though, this was my one good shout for the season. I did expect Calvert-Lewin to be good at the beginning of the season, but he will
Really?
fizzle out. Yeah, no, the thing is with these guys, I'll tell you a few strikers: Calvert-Lewin, Patrick Bamford, even Wilfred Zaha to an extent. These guys are so form based. Like if they get 2 games in a row where they score goals, they go on for next 5, but then they'll fizzle out for the next 10. You know the kind of strikers I'm talking about, right? Oh, complete.
Yeah, true, true.
Their whole performance is all based on their morale. So the moment it's good, it's gonna be amazing. But the moment it's bad, yeah, you're gonna want to you're gonna want to sub them out. But Everton, I think Ancelotti, I don't know what it is. I know they have a world class manager. I know they have James Rodriguez, a world class player, but they shouldn't be this good. This is a bit of a violation, if you're asking me, dude. This is really good football, and it's the best.
Honestly, like, I didn't expect. I think I expected Everton. Okay, I expected Everton to finish top 10, but I never expected for
I
them to ever be first in the table. Ever,
Yeah, yeah, no,
ever.
100%. 10th, 11th, 10th, 11th is what I had. But speaking about Man United or Clown United as we know them now, we have to.
Shout United, let's go.
Yeah,
Listen, I was the happiest person when they got smashed by Tottenham 7-2.
should have watched that
The
game, man. Wow.
Listen. So I didn't watch the match because I knew that I can't watch it because I thought, like, United would win on a penalty. The
Uh-huh.
first goal they scored, I'm like, this is definitely a penalty. I open my phone, I see Bruno Fernandes penalty. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, these people have got so many penalties. Did you see the one where they scored, like, after the whistle was blown out?
Yeah. It won against to Chris. No, not Brighton against Brighton. Yeah,
Against Brighton. Brighton got robbed.
they
First
got
of
robbed.
all, they got robbed big time. And no, first of all, Neil Maupay sent David De Gea to Tesco's. This man just dinked the ball over him, and, like, it was nothing. Like, this man was like, nah, this guy was definitely not one of the best goalkeepers in the world at a point. He's like, no, he just dinked the ball over him. He didn't care. But they definitely got robbed. 100%.
United at no point in this whole season have looked even a quarter of how good they were last year. I predicted them third for a reason because the way they ended last year, they were looking like they were going to do this. But you looked at Greenwood, you looked at not Rashford, but you looked at Greenwood, you looked at Martial, you looked at Fernandes, you looked how motivated they were to play, you looked how well they were playing. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, getting in, doing those tackles that we
Also,
knew he was capable of. But yeah,
right.
hmm,
And
go on,
and
go on.
then okay, Harry Maguire, come on,
Oh,
come
please.
on.
Oh
They
dear.
they overpaid for a fridge.
Yeah,
This
that's
man is a total fridge. Okay, like initially, okay, what he did for England, what he did for Leicester, fantastic. Okay, I
But
can't
what I
say he
don't get
didn't do
it.
anything.
I don't get it, right? How much did he actually do, and how much of it is just kind of fantasy or
Okay,
story?
so for England, if you watch the World Cup, this man actually like he was playing pretty well for
No,
England.
I watched the
Like
World Cup. He didn't do that much. Like he did as much as
he
David Luiz did for PSG 3 seasons ago.
no, but honestly, like no, but according to okay, yeah, England had the likes of Rio Ferdinand, big names, okay,
Yeah, yeah,
but
back in the time.
he definitely like this man has he might not have the pace, but his ability to clear out crosses from which enter the box is phenomenal, honestly. Um, but however, the how he played for United against Tottenham, I definitely would not have paid like 75 mil for him.
So listen, dude. Those in my mind, from watching football over the last few years, I don't think the Harry Maguire type centre back survives anymore in our game. I really don't.
No, they don't because you have strikers who are pacey.
Mhm.
What do you expect Harry Maguire to do against when he comes up against Aubameyang and Lacazette?
Mhm.
Nothing. He can't. He can't do any. What do you expect him to do when he comes up against a City attack even a Chelsea attack to some extent?
Yeah, that's it.
Uh, Forget Chelsea for Liverpool. What do you expect
Oh,
him to do? Okay, Bobby, like okay, Firmino isn't that fast, but you have Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah on the wings. What do you expect someone like Harry Maguire to do?
yeah, that's the
Nothing. He can't do anything.
and that's why when United invested in him, I was like, this, why would you do this? Now the centre back,
United have made some stupid transfers. If you look
they,
at it, why did they need BDB? What was the point of bringing him in?
I,
Like
I still don't know.
because look he traditionally played for Ajax. He played as the center again, the cam position, right? But they already have two cams essentially. You have Paul Pogba and you have Bruno Fernandes. So why do you need a third cam?
They needed so much more. They needed to get the Sancho thing across. Even if they weren't getting the Sancho thing across, at least get a replacement because they needed a winger. From whichever United fans I've talked to, they needed a winger and they needed
They
somebody else.
definitely need a winger. They do. Okay. See, Rashford uh, is a good player, right?
But he's a
But
striker. Martial's a striker. Greenwood's a striker. They don't. I mean, sorry, Greenwood's
yeah,
a left.
exactly. They're all strikers. They're all strikers, and playing them on the wing it's not making a difference to the squad.
There's so with United. There's so much wrong. Your manager is nowhere near good enough. Everybody told you
Yeah,
your manager wasn't good enough, but you kept him because he won like 5 games in a row. No, he got Cardiff relegated. Let's face facts over here. Even Mikel Arteta has a better CV than that, and this is his first club that he's managed.
I
All right,
definitely wouldn't. I don't rate.
Soldier
Yeah,
at
but
all,
honestly,
right?
I don't rate. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't rate him at all. I don't think he's a good
their,
manager.
their players. I genuinely believe that if their players, if you just swap right now, if you just swap the Arsenal and United team, or if you just got Mikel Arteta into the United back room, they would be a much better team. I genuinely
He
think
would
that players are good
completely change the um squad.
because their players are
Completely
good.
change the squad.
Let's not get this clear.
They have good players, definitely.
Paul
They
Pogba
have a
is a good player.
they have a solid defense if you look at it because they have Wan-Bissaka. They have okay. Let's not talk about their. Uh, I think the left back. I think
Luke
left back is
Shaw.
what Luke Shaw.
Uh,
Let's not talk about the left back position.
Yeah.
but their centre backs are also not that bad. They have Harry Maguire.
They have
Okay,
options though. They have options. Okay, fine.
they have
Lindelof
options.
doesn't play
They
that
have
great.
options.
They have
Yeah, and
Fosu
they
Mensah
have David De Gea,
and Dean
who's
Henderson if De Gea doesn't play well.
exactly. And their attack isn't bad, but they're playing three strikers, two of them on the wing position, which is not really making a difference.
This, they, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I know Ole scored a goal for you in the UCL or whatever. That's nice. That's good. Uh, and I know that the board isn't backing you, and that's obviously one serious problem. Every time you talk to a United fan, the one thing they say, "Oh, the board didn't back us. The board didn't back us. The board didn't back us." I get that. I really understand that, but that's something that you can't change. Let's be real here, right? The Glazers aren't going to walk over or go away. In Arsenal, we've had it with Kroenke for so long. Newcastle have had it with their what's his name, Mike Ashley, for so long. Here's the buck, United fans. You have to get rid of Ole if you're gonna want to succeed. If you want to succeed, you're gonna have to get rid of Ole, get Poch,
Yeah,
get someone
you
like
need a good manager, not someone like
just a
Ole.
decent manager will do.
Yeah,
Get Sean
exactly.
Dyche. He'll probably be better than Ole right now. I'll be honest because this team deserves more. This team showed us last year what they were capable of. It wasn't a fluke that they were third. It wasn't a fluke that after lockdown, this team was the second best team in England. That was not a fluke. They have potential. It feels bad to look at them and see how badly they've done. By the way, speaking about the penalties at the United hand, I wanted to ask you a question. What do you think about the new
Hmm.
handball rule?
I'm not really sure how effective it's going to be.
Yeah,
Like,
so if for anyone who doesn't know the rule, before what it was that if a ball has been shot and it hits the hand of an opposition player, uh, only if there's an intent to block a goal or block a shot, will there be a handball yellow card given. But now what the rule is that if it hits the hand, regardless of the circumstances, wherever you are, it's a handball. So for anybody who doesn't know, that's what the rule is. And yeah, go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
so, um, obviously, but wait. So if it's non-intentional in the box, it's a pen. It's a pen, right?
Yeah, which is ridiculous, I think.
Uh, so, like, look, the handball. I think I'm not quite sure. I don't really have an opinion on the new handball rule as such,
See,
but I definitely think that it's not going to be that effective
yeah, if
because
anybody,
I'm not sure what the idea behind it. Why would they need a new handball rule?
see, here's the thing, right? The referees have a lot of trouble working out, what intentional is. Each referee will have a different interpretation of that, right? So
Yeah,
to get rid of that, they said whenever it hits the hand, it's a problem. But that creates a much larger problem because if say you're in the box and it grazes your elbow, right? That shouldn't stop play. Nobody should get a penalty for that. Football is not made like that, right?
that's true. That's true.
And
Yeah,
what you do
definitely a
now
disadvantage.
is you allow the United players, right? I'm sorry, I don't mean to get at United. Any other team, they can literally just shoot in the hand of a defender in the penalty box and get a penalty now. That's a viable tactic. I mean, I prefer the previous rule. I generally prefer the previous rule. I don't think this helps football.
Yeah, this definitely
So,
gives like I think United's gonna use it for their advantage.
yeah. Let's be honest.
When I see another United penalty, I swear to God, I will rage.
Yeah, I mean,
But
yeah, but
coming to like another team which has done phenomenally for the transfer window is Chelsea. What are your thoughts about Chelsea as a team?
right, Chelsea. Where do we begin? What did they not do in the transfer window? I think they got really sad last year. I just decided, every single
Last 2 years, they haven't been able to.
sorry, last 2 years, yeah.
Yeah,
They decided, to spend every single pound that came through their system. But it shows intent. It shows good intent. I don't think their manager is what they want. I don't think he's good enough, but he hasn't shown
I
any.
don't think Lampard's a bad manager, but
Yeah,
I don't think necessarily he's a good manager either.
he's not Ole,
Like,
but he's not Pep,
yeah,
or he's not
yeah,
Jurgen
exactly.
Klopp.
He's not a Mourinho or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
one of the geniuses,
So in
but
my
he's
mind,
not bad.
yeah, he's not bad.
So
I think he gets results out, and I feel for now, fine with
yeah,
him. Maybe he turns out to become better. I feel the squad, all the problems with the squad did not get addressed. I think the centre back is still an issue. I love Tamori, by the way. I love the way he plays.
I
You
yeah,
go ahead.
same here. They have Rudiger, they have
Yeah.
Tomori, they have Kurt Zuma.
Uh-huh.
Uh, but again, I think no. See, Rudiger as a centre back is I think he does a phenomenal job for them. I think but the problem is their midfield. But I think they sorted it out after that transfer to Aston Villa.
Yeah, and I think, the moment, I don't know how good Frank Lampard's linguistic skills are and how good he is at people management, but I'm sure he's good enough because he's managing a Premier League club. And the moment Ziyech, Werner, what's the TikTok guy? Havertz, sorry, he's not a TikTok guy, he just looks good, so I
Not
say he's a
TikTok guy.
TikTok guy. uh, the moment those three, along with all the other signings that they have, moment they get into the team, they integrate themselves into the team, which there's no guarantee of happening, but I think it will. That team's gonna go places. Timo Werner was
He's
the
a
only person
bro.
that challenged Lewandowski.
He's such a good player. He's such a good
The
player.
moment
He
this guy
plays
gets heated,
phenomenally in the Bundesliga.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Phenomenally.
and he's
Like
not the kind of
I
player
did,
because he works in
like
the
even
counter.
as a striker,
Uh-huh.
he's fast. He has a great shot. And this man, like he might not be the best dribbler, but he can still create space and take that shot, which can just finish it in top corner.
See,
This man is a phenomenal striker.
let me be clear. When Aubameyang left the Bundesliga, this was the man that replaced him. Him and Aubameyang have a very similar playing style. If he gets going, he'll get going. Watch out. But I think you had another player that you wanted to talk about, a very interesting player.
Interestingly, I want to talk about Barkley. Like Barkley, okay,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are fan. Why would you play Barkley? Barkley every time, honestly, every time this man came on for Chelsea, they ended up conceding. Every time, like this man in the midfield cannot play. Luckily, they solved that issue by transferring him to Aston Villa.
Mm.
And I don't, and he scored for them. He scored for them um,
Liverpool.
against Liverpool the other day,
Yeah, I
and
think Chelsea scored
I was
against them.
surprised. I
Right.
was surprised.
Yeah, Barkley. And I think not just this game. I think over the last four games, yeah, 4 games that he's played for Aston Villa, he's been on it. Surprisingly, we thought he was gone. At Everton, this guy was, the future of the English midfield, touted to be one of the best guys ever. Went to Chelsea, showed us that he's none of that.
He's
But
none of that.
but now that he's come to Villa, and I think he scored like what? Did he score a hat trick or did he score 2 goals?
He scored one goal, I think. He
Oh,
scored one goal.
my bad, my bad. He scored 1 goal, but he's been working in that creative midfield and sometimes in a deeper role, and he's been doing quite well for Aston Villa. And we have to talk about Aston Villa. I mean, they are
Can you
second
imagine?
right
Can
now.
you imagine Aston Villa scoring 7 goals against probably the best defensive team? You
This,
have Van Dijk, Robertson,
uh, uh,
there
Alexander Arnold.
Alexander Arnold, yeah, exactly. And you have okay, whoever plays Gomez or
Joe Gomez, yeah, yeah.
Matip. Can you imagine scoring 7 goals against that team? With okay, I understood they had Adrian in goal, but can you imagine? Bro, I never imagined Aston Villa scoring 7 goals against Liverpool.
Let me get it clear. Aston Villa was the Liverpool. Aston Villa in that game were the most clinical side that I've seen in any game for a long, long time. Any opportunity they got, they scored. This was like watching Leicester back in Leicester days in 2015, 16 or 16, 17, whenever they won. Sorry, I don't remember. And Ollie Watkins, Jack Grealish. That guy is
I
really
think look,
blossoming.
I'm not sure if Jack Grealish is an underrated player or an overrated player,
Yeah, that's
but
true.
he's a good player. He's a good player.
Yeah.
He's like he does things for Aston Villa which help the attack. I'm not going to say, oh, this man is a a god. He's like if Aston Villa sell him, they won't go anywhere. No, but this man is doing things for Aston Villa which are helping.
I mean, he kept Trent
He's
in his
not
pocket, right? Like that takes some
yeah
effort.
like he's not a KDB or a
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
a Bruno Fernandes or a Zinedine Zidane, but this man is doing things which is helping the squad. So I have no problems against him. Him and like James Madison, right?
yeah, yeah.
So him and James Madison, they're like exactly the same. Like I think they're not phenomenal players. They're not like a Messi and Ronaldo, but they are good players who help both the Leicester squad and the Aston Villa squad respectively.
And Grealish is one of those guys who I think would fit so well into another Premier League squad, and
Yeah, because I
that's
thought I
Tottenham.
thought Grealish would go to I thought Grealish would go to United. Honestly,
You thought
I thought
United?
Grealish.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought Grealish would like this transfer window. I thought Grealish would move to United because they didn't get Sancho.
mhm.
Uh, sure, they got uh, Van Beek, but again,
Well,
why
I
did they
thought
need him?
for me it's like Christian Eriksen, of course, left Tottenham last year, right? I think I'm not
Yeah,
too sure the last or last.
yeah, last year. I didn't
Yeah,
like this season. I was wondering.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This kind of calendar year, and I felt there was definitely a kind of doubt in what Christian Eriksen provides that that was left there. And before the season, I felt Tottenham do need someone like a Jack Grealish to kind of fill it up and help them proceed. I didn't have big hopes for them this season. I thought they're going to finish below Arsenal. Harry Kane and Heung-min Son had other plans. What have they been doing? They're tearing apart the league right now. Six goals
Son,
from Son, six
Son is
assists
a
from Kane.
phenomenal player. Phenomenal. This guy is amazing.
Why do they have to play well? Why can't they go to another team and play well? Tottenham is one team that I want to do
Yeah,
badly.
who? Okay. Uh, Tottenham, like who supports Tottenham? Why would you support Tottenham?
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
Why?
You have Arsenal in North London too. You don't have to support them, but this season, I might regret those.
Why? But them as a squad, they're pretty well. I can't even lie.
Yeah,
They're playing
this
like
time.
okay. See, but honestly, like I think Delhi Ali, like I expected Delhi Ali to do a lot more.
That's the
Like
thing as
I
well.
thought he's
Mourinho,
not. Delhi Ali did not live up to his expectations.
yeah, Mourinho came in and he's like taken away stalwarts of the squad. He's told Dele Alli that who's supposed to be the genius in the attacking midfield, the guy who comes out to score the maddest goals. He's just said, no, you're not going to beat my team. No, I don't care
Yeah,
who
no,
you are.
because you remember the same season Leicester won, Tottenham finished second.
Yeah,
Tottenham finished
yeah.
right below them, and that
Wait, no,
season
no, 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 that
Tottenham
means Arsenal put below them, I think.
no, that season was Tottenham finished second, and that they like so Delhi Ali and Harry Kane, dude, they were just scoring anything they wanted. Like Delhi
Yeah,
Ali was just flicking the ball up in the middle of the match, and just taking a volley and just going in the top corner. Like they were amazing. But from that season onwards, I have not seen anything good from Delhi Ali.
I think it tells us a lot, right? What is Dele Alli as a player? He's not a creative midfielder. He's not someone who creates chances. He never was. Essentially, he was just
No, he
another kind of
was. I
scoring.
think he was.
No, 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 no. I
He
don't think
had
everyone was good at playmaking. Like if
he
you look at
he
that, but
no he had the potential in the
oh yeah, yeah,
16th in 16-17 he showed that potential, right? But
mhm.
after that, like he hasn't done anything like that. Now I think he should move. I think
Yeah,
if
he
he
needs.
just gets a transfer to another club, maybe he will have the ability to shine because he's gonna end up like a Mario Götze or something like that, who's gone to PSV.
Yeah,
PSV. This man was one of the best attacking midfielders in the Bundesliga. Can you imagine him going to PSV?
I think with Ali, right, there needs to be attitude change as well from his side. I feel he's one of those guys who believes he's bigger than he is. But at the end of the
That's
day,
true.
all he's shown us so far is that he can score a wonder goal from, now and then. That's it. He hasn't shown us the real talent that would show that he's a sustainable player that you invest into. But some the other players and somebody who's kind of taken away Ali's spot from him was the person who used to be one of the greatest goal scorers the Premier League seen, Harry Kane, who's now become one of the best playmakers. What? What? How is he this good at
I never
playmaking? I don't
expected.
know this.
I never expected,
Where did this come from?
honestly.
So
Like
surprised at how good he's been playing. The vision, the passes are so perfect. I don't
he's a
know what
striker,
he
and
is.
he's not a fast striker. He's like
Not at
he's a
all.
big, stocky striker. Can you
Yeah.
imagine Harry Kane? Can you imagine Harry Kane making plays? It was like honestly, it was so funny.
Right now, and humans on, we're not even going to speak about him. We're not even going to speak about him. He's that good, dude.
That's a god.
Everybody knows.
He's a god. He's
He
a
is a
god.
god.
Although Tottenham have made some interesting transfers. And
For
one of
what?
the most interesting transfers is Gareth Bale coming
The
back to
Bale.
Tottenham.
Yes, sir. 32
These
now.
people, yeah, and these people made multiple transfers to replace Bale just to only replace Bale with Bale.
Bale.
Th-
Yeah, I mean, uh,
What do you think Bale is going to do for them? You think Bale is actually going to make a difference for the Tottenham attack?
you want me to be serious, truthful?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
frankly, commenters, do not comment, please. Uh, I don't think he'll do much. I'll be honest. I don't
I,
see where
I
exactly.
agree. I
Yes.
don't think he's gonna make a difference either. I have no problem with that. I don't think Bale okay, see, Bale obviously Real Madrid he was just playing golf.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, he had two good seasons and then he started playing golf. But
so
yeah,
yeah, I don't like okay. Bale at one point was definitely one of the best one in that BBC attack. He was definitely one of the best wingers in the world. And
100%.
okay, and he's not old also. He's 31, right?
Hmm.
He I don't see him doing that much for the Tottenham squad, but he will definitely change this. If he does make an effect, it'll change how Tottenham are going to play.
Just a fit. I want to see him play, wants to see what does Mourinho want him to do. Until that happens, I don't know. I really don't know what he's going to
Exactly.
be
So
doing.
I yeah, same. I want to see how what Mourinho is going to do with him
Mhm.
because you have Lucas Moura to play in the same position, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and look, Lucas Moura is fast, okay, and he's I don't know what if like they had a head-to-head race who would win, but as a complete player, I think Bale is better than Lucas Moura.
On his
As a
day. On his
complete
day.
player, on his day, yeah, Lucas Bale is definitely a better player than Lucas Moura. But I just want to see how Mourinho will actually play him.
Yeah, because Mourinho has a different way of using players. He used Paul Pogba as a holding CDM. He's using Harry
Yeah,
Kane as a center attacking midfielder. You
which
know,
didn't work. Honestly,
yeah, that didn't work.
holding C, it didn't work.
But
I,
this one is wow.
I don't know how it's working, but it's working.
Yeah, he's another mystery over here. I think Kane is onto something. And uh, well, is Mourinho back? I mean, let's not get it twisted. I do think they've lost this season. Let me just pull up the stats right here. Who did they lose to? They lost to Everton. Well, they lost to Everton, 1-0.
Limited. But
Yeah,
that's fine. We
yeah. I think we
that's
allow that.
okay.
We allow that now.
Yeah, that's okay. You can lose to Everton now.
Yeah. But I think those are really the heavy hitters that we've talked about today. We didn't have much time, guys. I'm really sorry about that. There have been time constraints on my side. Uh, the fact that Neil, I just want to shout out Neil for a second here. He uh, came in such short notice. I made so many changes to our recording plan, and he still stayed kind of, firm to the plan. He's also going to be the editor for this month. So I'd love it if you guys showed some love for Neil in the comments and let him know what a good job he's doing because I think he's been doing really well. Just wanted to give you a little shout
Oh, thanks.
out. But before I just want to speak about one club, just one more club before we kind of wrap up things, and that is Leeds United.
Right. Okay. Leeds. um, you know how they had almost a 50-year, not 50,
20
was
years,
it
20
50
years.
year? 20
It
year,
was
my bad.
17 exactly.
Yeah. So they haven't played in the Premier League in 20 years,
Mhm.
but the minute, like, I didn't expect Leeds to come into into the Premier League and
Yeah, 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 yeah.
do what they did. Fine. Honestly, do I see Leeds seeing it through the season? Maybe. I think they'll stay in the Premier League, but I think they'll finish around. I'd say top 10. Well, actually, yeah, I'd say top 10. But for what they have done till now, they've played pretty well,
Oh, I would.
especially against
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Liverpool. Especially against Liverpool, they did phenomenal actually against Liverpool.
I
I
wanted
thought
to
they
talk
would
about
get
exactly that. They've
blown out.
already played the season. Liverpool, City, and Wolves lost 4-3 to Liverpool in what we can all say was a very close game. The City
A
game,
very close game, honestly. Like I didn't expect for Leeds to score three again, 3 goals against probably the best defense.
yeah, yeah, that's facts. And Arsenal didn't beat them, and Leeds did. Leeds against City, Leeds had more possession, and I think they had more shots on target. And if anybody watched that game, no, they didn't have more shots on target. No, they had more shots on target. Wow,
They did.
yeah, and they played Wolves and they won against. No, they'll play Wolves, I think, on 20th. And there's a potential chance to beat Wolves as well because of how well they've been playing. So Leeds need a lot of respect. Marco Bielsa needs a lot of respect on his name. I think in the coming
Um,
years, Leeds could do what Sheffield United was supposed to do.
yeah, like Sheffield, I thought like last season Sheffield would finish like top 10. Not even top 7, top 10, top 7, top 7. I thought they would finish top 7.
Uh-huh.
Like, and I think Leeds have the potential of doing something great.
Yeah, because they have a structure that kind of really. Calvin Phillips, who's there as well with them, Rodrigo.
They've been playing pretty well for a team which hasn't been in the Premier League in 20 years. Leeds have been playing really, really well.
So high octane, this they work so hard. By the way, any stat nerds out there, Leeds have conceded 2 goals a game this season and scored 2.3. Now, if that doesn't shout high octane, high press, then I don't know what does.
That is literally like how on FIFA how you go all out
All
attack and
attacking,
then
all out
suddenly
attacking.
go yeah, all out attack, and then the minute the opponent gets the ball you go park the bus.
Dude, this is ultimate team. This is ultimate team right here, man.
Literally. Oh my god, Leeds,
But
dude. But yeah, I rate Leeds. I see
I
them.
enjoy watching them.
Yeah, I enjoy watching Leeds, especially like when they were playing against City.
Yeah, yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
I wanted City to win that match, but the way Leeds was playing was phenomenal.
I respect it.
Honestly, like
I really do. I think Wolves,
I do.
Everton is just, we're not going to speak about them more. But Wolves and Leeds are two clubs that are really going to be challenging on my club, Arsenal, and United's doors. Be like, yo, let us.
Wolves is literally just Team Portugal. We all
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that.
Wolves is one signing away from top four, challenging.
But they have a good team. I'm not going to say
They
they have a
already have a
great
good
team.
team. Yeah.
They have a good team. Portugal has some very good, I would say, midfielders and defenders. Dude, I didn't expect Semedo to come and join Wolves, man.
I do. They
Honestly.
have that agent, right? Jorge Mendes, I think. His name, I'm not sure. Like, we're not going to the politics side of it. They do
Yeah,
their
exactly.
business. They do it how they do it,
Yeah,
but they're doing it well.
Team
And they,
Portugal.
yeah,
Let's go.
Wolves. I mean, the kind of people that live in Wolverhampton, it's the opposite of what you believe, what you think is possible. But we're gonna glance past.
I might see Ronaldo retiring in Wolves.
If I see Mansi at Asda at Wolves, and I'll lose it.
Like if Bruno Fernandes just moves to Wolves next season, be like, nah.
Dude, I actually think about it. When these exotic players go to like these players, like go to like these places, it'd be so weird. Like Manchester is not exotic. Let's get that clear.
I know.
The people of
People go, Newcastle and be like, damn.
oh my god, no, 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 Newcastle, no. But yeah, with that, I think we've discussed a lot of what we can discuss today. as with the, about the Premier League, I really want to continue this discussion because I feel there's so much that we still have to talk about, Neil.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah, I mean, we hardly covered like the top half of like, you know,
Yeah, we just went like over, like it was just brushed on, like just the surface, and
yeah,
there's
yeah.
so much to talk about.
And by the way, we told ourselves that we'd limit this to half an hour, and clearly our excitement said something else. Uh, so I think what I want to do, I want to end it off with simple, quick fire questions. Neil, who's going to win the Premier League?
I want to say City,
You got to say
but
10, 9.
I think Everton,
Everton.
Everton.
Okay, I'm keeping you to that. I'm keeping you to that. All right. I might even bet,
Sure.
take a bet on that. Goal score, top goal score of the season. Go on.
Um, Aubameyang.
Oh, I appreciate that, by the way. All right. And
Aubameyang.
manager of the season.
Oh, manager. I think it would be between Arteta
Uh huh.
and Nuno for some reason.
Ancho. What about Carlo Ancho? Ancelotti.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah. Sorry, I think it'd be between Arteta and Ancelotti. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Yeah,
It happens. It happens.
yeah.
All right.
I completely
That's
forgot
what
about him. Sorry. Yeah.
everybody make sure that Neil said this. That Neil said Everton wins the Premier League. All right. I want to hold him to
I
it.
see them. Yeah, I don't. Let's just say they might win. I'm
It's
rooting
a
for
good
them.
shout because if that shout comes
It's a good
true,
shout.
then you become like the
Yeah.
biggest genius in all of football, right? But yeah, with
See,
that,
from the current form, I have to say Everton. That's all
yeah,
I'm
with
saying.
current form, yeah, 100% agree with you. But I can't take those risks because the cranky Frankie squad will slate me if I say Everton. But I'm not going to say my predictions because I don't want to get slated. And I want to thank you, Neil, for a fantastic episode. I've had a lot of fun uh, making it. I'm sure the guys will enjoy listening to it as well because it's really easy listen. I feel, and comment down below or let us know in any way that you guys want to. What kind of well, first of all, do you want a part two of this? Let us know so that we can get working on that. And let us know if you want more football content in the future, or if you feel it's a bit dry and you want us to kind of continue how we've normally been continuing. I would love it if you guys could like the video and subscribe. It helps a lot in terms of the YouTube statistics and all. And we crossed 50 subscribers very recently, and we almost at 1,500 views total, which I'm really excited about. And I hope that we can just continue that. So if you guys enjoy the content, I would love it if you liked it. It helps so much with how the video does. And with that, well, peace out.